Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to not make a lineup. I'm gonna change up and do something different. I'm just gonna be showing you guys some FanDuel tips and tricks that you guys should learn. For this video is gonna be a tournament for tournaments, and next video for tips is gonna be 50-50s. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. But before I start, I just want to say I'm sorry for missing the videos. It's been really busy, but I should be back at it. Should get back in the flow. I know I always say that and then I go away for a little bit, but I'm gonna hopefully put up some more videos for you guys. So now that that's out of the way, let's just go ahead and get started. And what I like to do is basically I never get a player if I don't think they can score at least 25 fantasy points. That should just be for tournament, 50-50, whatever. You should never get it for tournament. It should be 30 points actually. He should most likely have a good shot of scoring at least 30 fantasy points. And that's kind of a rule of thumb I like to use. And I also, for these, I don't like to get like Blake Griffin 10,000. I mean, unless he's like predicted to have an amazing game, 10,000 is just too much of a budget. For 43 points, I don't think that's worth it, honestly. You could get to 5,000 players and get 40 points out of them. So yeah, I don't like to hit the high ballers either, but I don't like to go all the way down to the low ballers. So kind of for even it out, and just see like what works for you. So for example, I really like Damian Lillard. He comes in at 9,000, but for 9,000, I mean I don't think he can really put up 40 fantasy points is what I think 9,000 should buy. So I would actually dive in for someone like Brandon Knight, for example, tonight. 7,500, and he can put up 40 fantasy points at not a regular basis, but he can put them up like pretty much in any given game. And he gets a ton of minutes, so right there, that's kind of a signal for me that I should put him in. Let's see who else we can get. Derrick Rose right now 7,200. Once again, he plays some pretty good minutes once he's come back, and I mean he can put up 40 fantasy points too. So for me, I think that's a good pickup as well. And then we move on. Jimmy Butler, he is pretty expensive. What he can do, I mean, I don't think it's worth it right now at this point. Excuse me, but later on, I think Jimmy Butler could be a good pick for whatever his price might be. Joe Johnson 6,300. He can put up 30 fantasy points. He's not consistent though. He's not consistent enough for me to go ahead and roll with that. Danny Green. Once again, I mean, he's just not going to buy it for 6,100. Even if you have to go to the low guys to try to find someone that, like Wesley Matthews, he can score 30 fantasy points pretty good. Like, if he gets his minutes, he has a great chance of scoring 30 fantasy points. For 5,700, I think he is a really good price, actually. So I'm going to throw him in. Ginobili, let's see, 30 fantasy points is what he's kind of hovering at. 5,800, yeah, that's a pretty good price, but he's not really getting minutes, so I'm gonna have to pass for him on right now. Evan Turner, let's go and look at him. I mean, he can't really touch over 30 fantasy points. Let's go ahead. Yeah, he hasn't really done much of late, so you just kind of feel it out like this. And if it really comes down to it, we might even have to throw in Jimmy Butler, just so we can get that 30 fantasy point margin for tournament play, But let's go ahead and keep looking. What I also like to do is I like to use a website called Roto Grinders right here. This is basically going to give you everything you need to know about the games tonight in fantasy and what you should be paying attention to. So like starting lineups. They give you all these like nice like charts and graphs that you can go through. These ones in the yellow you have to pay for like monthly or yearly. So I can actually do that. So I pay. And Marcus Smart right here. Excuse me. Marcus Smart. So we go back to point guards. Let's check out Marcus Smart, 5,000. They said he worked his way, and look at that. Right away, I wouldn't have even looked at him, but now that I see he's worked his way into, let's see if he's starting now. We go back over here. Let's actually open up a new page real quick. We can go into starting lineups just like that. We can go see if Marcus Smart is in the, whoa. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick. But usually they only have 5 players, but they've got a lot. But anyways, it says Marcus Smart, he's supposed to get 23 points. Excuse me, I got a bug. But that's really not enough for me to go ahead and roll with him. Let's keep moving. Jamal Crawford at shooting guard. Jamal Crawford, 5,100. I don't really buy into him right now. Dang, I'm gonna die. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, let's keep looking. There's really Taj Gibson, power forward. I think that he could do a very good job. He gets minutes, and he can hit that 30 fantasy point mark. So I'm gonna throw him in. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna end the video right now. You don't need to see me make the whole lineup. But yeah, dang, I'm really sorry. But yes, that is the conclusion for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the 50-50 tips and tricks and whatnot, and hopefully I can get some lineups to you guys shortly. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.